Actually, I lied. We're going back to the Grove. Final answer. We're going back to the Grove. Let me in?
Grab your bags. We're moving.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
No, you can have it.
Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'll see you there. Gale, you good, bud?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Yeah, man. I got just the thing for you.
Thank you.
You good?
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Alright, that's fine. There's no need. I trust you, Gale.
I appreciate it greatly, but I can no longer keep you in the dark. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries.
Oh boy.
The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Is that right? Are you telling me you fucked a god?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Anal. So, how'd you do that?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Go for it, man.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself.
Cyric.
He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if After all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess.
So your grand plan was emptying a cup of water into the sea. Brilliant.
I certainly thought so. Sometimes there is great strength to be found in symbolism. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Okay, sure.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread room. Bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it ever hungry.
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning.
It's time, everyone. Let's go.
This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
And there goes Faerun. You die.
Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts.
No, not happening. Is there anything we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
No. See what everyone else has to say first.
You'd even consider letting him stay. We must be rid of this menace.
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
Okay. You coming with?
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you.
It's what I'm here for.
I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Yeah, let's do scale mail. See what that looks like. Yeah, let's go with that.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns.
Ooh.
I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to
All these
protect
head
us.
bobs.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
You're gonna have your hands full with her. She's a bit of a real see you next Tuesday, if you know what I'm saying.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
Make no mistake, I acted to save my kin, not this place.
And yet save it you did. I am grateful, no matter what your motivations.
Well, what about my problem? I still need help.
Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
Yeah, well, for someone like me, it was pretty simple, actually.
Fair enough. I should not have underestimated you. Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Alright, thank you.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you.
It's what I do. Still waiting on that apology for trying to kill me.
I am sorry for that, but the whole grove was at risk.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanas' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, what we got? Ooh, a glaive. I hand this to Lae'zel. I hand this to Gale. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit camp. And then I'm going to go to bed. Both in-game and in real life. Let me reunite with my brothers and sisters over here.
Cast a shadow on your head forever.
Okay, thank you.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Yeah, let's go.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Well, you did a good thing, so suck it up and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
Well, relax. All your problems will still be there in the morning.
That means I have to survive tonight. And this party. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
It's your idea of a little fun.
By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion.
Good luck with that.
Not with you, just to be clear.
Thank you.
Can you imagine? Ugh, no.
Wow!
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. What you gotta say about this?
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it.
No.
You know the fortune of my company. Another fortune yet stands before you. A warrior's flesh, rarely tasted. Think if you must. The chance will pass come light of day.
Okay. Cool. Sure. Jesus Christ.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Okay.
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Sing about our people. We deserve it.
After Elturel, I think you're right. Faerun deserves to see us as we really are. Your song was coming along. Then things began.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Yourself?
I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
It's what we're supposed to do.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Sure.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Not keen on sharing?
Not tonight.
Alright. I'm gonna pet the dog. I'm gonna pet that dog. I'm gonna pet that dog. So, Roland, you ever gonna show us that thunder wave?
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
Congratulations, you prestidigitated. Ah! Haunted! 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 Haunted!
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Hey, Weathers, how are you doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Will, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
You good?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlak, the creature from hell, will still threaten them, as will 1,000 other perils. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own.
You're right, but we need to give them some hope.
You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Alright. I wish you were there, but sure. Take your time.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise.
Alright, man.
Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Gale, buddy, how's it going, man?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you. More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you. There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the cusp of bursting into a rose. That, or deadly nightshade. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes.
Wait, what? And yet you question them.
Caught on to that, did you? Might be the wine talking. The point is, I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the one to coax our budding bond to blossom. But I think it's fair to say, it won't be today's. Now please, go and enjoy your evening. This won't be the first party I've spent moping in self-indulgence with a bottle of wine for company.
Oh. I need to speak to Shadowheart right now and tell her we're not fucking. This is urgent.
Don't forget our little agreement.
Ah, there's Zevlor. Just the guy I wanted to see.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Alright, that's everybody? Don't really want to talk to Halsin right now. Volo!
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
By this you mean...
Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
How about... Goblin's Bane?
Not to meddle in your side of this partnership, but slaying goblins is not exactly the stuff of legends, is it?
Yeah, that's true.
After all, I'm quite certain I once saw one expire from the strain of spelling his own name. So I'm afraid that won't do. You shall simply have to go out and slay something decidedly more dramatic. Away and have your fun. I have a myth to make.
Alright, I'll be sure to slay something more noteworthy next time.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
What did you have in mind, besides the bottle, that is?
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To survival.
Very practical. We could have toasted to that every night so far. Here's to many more. Survival. Now tell me something about yourself.
I've got horns.
No tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Where do I begin? I actually used to live out just west of the Moonshae Isles, you know. My family were one of the most lucrative businesses on the island. But that's not my kind of life. They wanted something from me that I just couldn't produce. So, first chance I got, I shipped aboard a vessel, then hopped from crew to crew until I came upon the Triskelion under the captainage of a Felis Fiac Flaxney Mananan. Yeah, I know, long name. He was the greatest captain I'd ever known, and I sailed with him for, I want to say about a decade, before we finally parted ways and I made port in Baldur's Gate on the day of, well, you know. And everything past that, you know. So, yeah, it's me. How about you?
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Do you think they'll ever come back?
Perhaps. But please, enough about me. Sharing's bad for my complexion. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
We should probably get back then.
I suppose so. Celebration's over. Time to pick up the trail again. Thank you for last night.
Yeah. My pleasure.
It was just what I needed.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
I'll let it pass.
We should head back.
What part of I don't appreciate my family's business don't you understand? Zevlor!
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Yeah. What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
What do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
I've already found the entrance to the Temple of Selûne. The way's clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aridin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Why does his voice keep changing? Like he's recording these in separate rooms. Alright, yeah, let's go.
May Sylvanas guide us.
Alright, where's... Yeah, that'll do it then, yeah? Volo... Alright, so, what's gonna happen next episode? Who's to say? I know that progressing is gonna lock me out of this entire area, so I can't come back, which sucks. So I'm gonna need to get everything done. So we're not moving on to Act 2 just yet, so I can tell you that much. We need to go deal with this Karlach character. We need to explore more of the Underdark, of course. We need to find Ethel, because she said she had something to do with this. She says that she could help us. And also I need to finish exploring the Blighted Village, because I didn't finish that out. So we'll figure out what all that is, and we'll worry about that when we worry about it. It's like 6:30 in the morning right now. It is, yeah. It is precisely 6:35 in the morning. I'm ready for bed. I expected this to just end after I expected that goblin fight to end like really quickly. It actually took like 2 hours because they just kept showing up. But that's over now, and we're done with it. And I still have to fight the rest of the goblins when I get a chance, but that's a problem for future me. But until next time, remember as always that you were loved, and stay safe out there.